Good evening, this is Corporal Holly, and today I will be conducting a class on how to determine the magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. Today's risk assessment is high. I have provided you with a DD Form 2977 Deliberate Risk Assessment Worksheet, as you can see posted here. Today's risk assessment is high due to COVID being present within the home. I have provided you with face masks as well as hand sanitizer. I ask that you all stay within 6 feet of each other during this assessment. In the event of a fire, we will use the door located to my left, your right. For evacuation, we will rally outside in the backyard on the grass and take accountability. The task for today, soldiers will learn how to determine a magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. The condition for today, you are currently attending a class which you have been provided with a 1 by 50,000 scale military map, and you are to determine a magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. The standards for today, after this class, the soldier will be able to identify parts of the compass as well as how to use it to determine a magnetic azimuth. After this class, you will be assigned the opportunity to do it yourself. Failure to achieve 70% or higher will result in a redo or the re-education of this class. The itinerary for today will be the components of a compass, methods for determining the direction, and determining a magnetic azimuth using the compass. Let's get into parts of a lensatic compass. If you refer to the handout that I've given you, the first part of a lensatic compass is the luminous bezel indicator, which is used to make an azimuth whether it's night or day. The second part will be the dial. This provides the direction to magnetic north, which is split into 2 parts. Those 2 parts are the outer ring, which is black, and is measured in mils. Pardon me. The inner ring is red. This is measured in degrees. If you look down at your compass right now, you will be able to refer to what it is I'm speaking of. Third part is a scale edge. This is a ruler that is 5 inches long. It is used for measuring distances, the orientation of the map, and the lining of the azimuth. The sight wire. This is used in conjunction with the sight groove and lens bracket to set a direction to move while on ground. Fifth would be the bezel. This is where the luminous bezel indicator is. It has a jagged edge and clicks when it turns. Case cover. When this cover is closed, it protects the compass glass itself. Also, it can be used as a ruler. Number 7, the case simply protects the compass itself. Thumb loop. This here will make it so the compass will not move and locks it in place. Number 9, the lanyard. This is a cord that can go around your neck during tactical movement when the compass is not in use. Lens bracket. This takes the dial off of the pivot. If pushed all the way down, which is good for if you're not using a compass, it helps prevent any damage to the pivot. Number 11, lens. This is a glass that is magnified on the compass itself. Number 12, sight groove. This sets the direction of movement and determines the azimuth itself. And last but not least, the index line. This is used to determine whether you're going north, south, east, or west. At this point in time, I will conduct what is called the compass to cheek method to determine the magnetic azimuth while using a lensatic compass. Now, for my next block of instruction, I will use what is called the center hold method. The compass to cheek method includes assuring the compass points at an acute angle or 45-degree angle. With a steady grip, you will grasp the compass with your free hand. Afterwards, using both your left and your right hand, you will bring the compass to your cheek. You will then assure that the dial works properly by doing an up and downward motion. Afterwards, you will be sure that the sight wire is aligned with the objective and then read the azimuth that is on the index line. Now to explain the center hold method. For the center hold method, we will assure that the compass is open all the way so that it is in a full vertical motion. We will then look through the sight in a fully erect position to determine the steadiness of the index line. With a firm grasp from both hands, we will then bring the compass to the belly region. After that, you are going to rotate your entire body towards the direction of the objective. Once you have done so, you will read off the azimuth that is indicated on the index line. At this moment, I'll break you guys into groups so that you may practice on your own and act on what you've learned. All necessities have been provided in front of you: pencil, paper, compass, and military map. During your practice, I will be walking around making sure that all soldiers are up to standard with today's lesson. For any soldiers that are having difficulties, I personally will re-educate that soldier up to class standards. I will now allow you this moment to conduct your own individual practice. Now that you guys have been granted the opportunity to do your own individual practice, I will now test you guys to see if you can utilize the lesson that was taught in today's class to the best of your ability to determine a magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. At this time, please conduct your test. Now that testing is over, I will provide the results of the soldiers that have passed and the soldiers that have failed, and I will send them up to my commanding officer. At this point in time, we have not had any failures, so I will report that all soldiers have been trained up to standard. Now that testing is over, individual practice is over, we will now conduct an AAR. The mission for today was to educate soldiers so that they can determine the magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. Now that you guys have acquired that skill, do we have any sustains from the audience? Do we have any improvements from the audience? Now at this time, I will take the test results of every soldier here and send them up to my commanding officer. At this time, I ask that you do a police call of all material that has been provided to you for this class. Please be sure to maintain 6 feet of distance, as well as utilize the hand sanitizer that has been provided to you. Also, there have been sterile wipes provided to you as well. Please wipe down all equipment utilized. At this point in time, I conclude this class, and I'll be closing off the training area. Thank you. Please feel free to keep the handouts that have been provided to you for future educational purposes. You never know when you might need this again. All right? I'm Corporal Holly, and this concludes today's class for determining magnetic azimuth using a lensatic compass. Thank you.